let me take you through this. What I'm trying to do here is to talk about the way I choose to use YouTube. There are several ways you can go about using YouTube to make money. The thing is, so many people are fixated on a particular way of doing it, which they see most people, well, most of the more popular people doing. So you see the popular vloggers and YouTubers, you then begin to say, oh, they make so and so, they have so many million views, so many 100,000 views, and everybody is so interested in that. This is my YouTube channel, by the way, and I'm not a YouTuber. I've always said it, and I am an entrepreneur first and a YouTuber second. And when I say YouTuber, not in the conventional sense, because I don't follow for now, I don't see any thing that's going to be exciting for me about creating videos that are going to be aimed at generating massive amounts of views and all of that. Instead, what I want to do is offer information and education to what is generally likely to be a niche market for the long term. And over time, maybe I might build up those numbers. But what I want to show you here is examples of how my own videos have helped me to make money, even though I did not even qualify to be part of to participate in the YouTube partner program. I do not have the ability to monetize. I have not even tried to. Okay, I think I'm even supposed to have a minimum of 1,000 subscribers before I can get onto the partner program. So I'm not even yet at that point. But you can place AdSense, Google AdSense ads, and get some money through that. But I'm not even doing any of those. Okay, and you can see that my channel is has been existing since. This is about 12 years old. Yeah, about 12 years old. So this is very first video I uploaded. Alright, now you see this video here, General Accounts Manager Auto Cash Book with powerful Modeless dynamic data entry forms. This is a software, an Excel Visual Basic software that I built for a specialist hospital in Lagos for 200,000 naira in 2007. You see, I already made the money. I just came and put the video up. So 2007 was about this is 12 years ago, so this was in 2010. Alright, so that was about 3 years before 2010. So it was 3 years later that I came and put it up on YouTube. At this time I was already preparing to come online and begin to live online and work remotely as a provider of the same solutions I was delivering to people in their offices, because at that time I wasn't getting a lot of joy from the clients. So I'm going to just take you through and let you see a few videos, and I'll tell you which videos have helped me make money since I put them on YouTube. And you'll see that it's a very little correlation between the number of views and probably how old it is and all of that, or even the number of likes. There are some videos nobody has liked them. They made me a lot of money. There are some videos they've been liked and they made me money. You understand? But it doesn't really follow. For instance, I've mentioned this. So what I've done is I've opened up most of those videos that I want to showcase. Okay, so I'm going to take you through one after the other. I hope okay. So this is first. Okay, this is a good one. This one is the one that fits the mold. This is the video for my very popular Excel Visual Basic Ration Formulator software. You can see that 54,221 views. Today is the 4th of August 2022. So you can tell from the date how long the video has been. Okay, sorry, how long it has been in existence. Alright, so let me just open it up. I want you to see the comments, because this video got quite a lot of comments. It has gotten quite a lot of comments over the years. But I have not really put in any effort to promote anything on it, in terms of maybe even get attention to it or anything. I just posted it there and I forgot about it, and I began to see traffic. So it wasn't like I knew it was going to get popular or anything. I just posted the video because I felt, let me show people what is possible with Excel Visual Basic, and I did that. And then I began to see there was a lot of activity, starting initially from some part of Asia, especially India, and many of them were not talking what I wanted to hear, because I wanted to hear, I want to buy it. So many of them will just tell me, send it to me, which I found very funny. So but eventually people began to ask me, how much is it? And you can see there 3 years ago, so it doesn't really follow. You can see the one on top from 6 years ago. I'm not sure why YouTube does that. Okay, maybe that was the first person I get, but it doesn't make sense. This is 6 years ago, 7 years ago, 9 years ago, and then the one that is more recent is at the bottom. You can see the one from 3 years ago. Look, you can see 6 years ago, I'm going to show you. I was looking at some just now. Okay. There it is. Look at that. I do not understand why YouTube does that. These are very strange things that sometimes I just don't get it. This is from 3 years ago. Alright. So some 8 years ago, blah blah. It doesn't really matter to me. I have had people who still called me up as recently as 1 month ago to buy these products, and they watch the videos and they just pick up my phone number straight away and call me. So what I'm trying to say in essence is, if you do a good job of demonstrating, the product you have to offer in a video, those who are interested in that video, if you put your contact details, they will reach out to you to buy it. They might not even bother to post a single comment on your post, on your video, So that's what I wanted to say. So it has a lot of views. You can see it has 125 likes, and I said I had to post something here because some people were asking for it free. But the point I'm making is that a lot of people have called me, emailed me, and bought this product from different parts of the world, not just in Nigeria, from Canada, from different places. They didn't post a single comment. In fact, the very first international buyer I had, Father Ronald Vaughan of the Order of Trees in Canada, he contacted me directly by calling me straight from Canada, and he made a payment within 24 hours after that phone conversation. He never posted a single thing on this video, so that tells you a lot. So people want to tell you, you need to get comments, you need to get likes. Well, yes, for the algorithm in YouTube, true. For you to get the kind of results the YouTube partner program is going to reward you for, true. But the thing is, it also depends on what your goal is. If your goal is to sell something that is offline or that is directly available from you and not necessarily going to require you to interact with the YouTube system to make money, then it probably won't matter in the short term. Of course, in the long term, I would like to have a station in which I have 1,000 subscribers. Currently, I have 618 and the numbers are growing. But that is something I'm not making to be a priority for me. My priority is to sell my product. So I'm an entrepreneur. I have things I want to sell. I use the YouTube channel to demonstrate the viability of my product, the usefulness of my product, and then in that process I do a call to action in the video that makes them contact me. So the fact that I don't have 1 million views on my video does not mean anything for my own purpose achievement. It doesn't have anything, it doesn't reflect the results I'm getting. And if I look at how much I've made from selling this particular product, some people are even having YouTube channels, they have all these, wahala they are doing, and they're not even making that kind of money. So just to give you some perspective, now this is another software, Advanced Payslip Generator. I have made sales of this as well to Port Harcourt, well, mostly in Nigeria. This particular product, I've had people come here from Port Harcourt, I've sold it to different people, and not even this advanced version, the basic version, because this advanced version I put a different fee on it, and whenever they ask me, I'll tell them take the basic version. But the point again is, you can see it's been viewed 16,216 times, 11, and there was 11 likes. No single comment has ever been made on this video, not one comment. So you begin to ask yourself, look at that, no comment at all. Right, let's go to the next video. I'm going to put links in the description box for this video, to all these videos, so you can take a look at them, and just to give you an idea of what it's like, because I think a lot of people are trying. We need to stop trying to keep up with the Joneses. Yorubas have a saying, don't try to use somebody else's progress or success or lack of progress or success to determine to determine how you should pursue success. That person is on a journey that is unique to him or her. You are on a journey that's unique to you or to you. So what you should do is aim to make the most of yourself, aim to compete with yourself, aim to use yourself as a standard for deciding where to progress, where to kind of aim for as your next target or goal. Don't let anybody put you under psychological pressure. Somebody will be saying, I have 500 people. The man saying he has 500 views. There's somebody who has 1,000 views. There's somebody who has 100,000 views. There's somebody who has 1,000,000 views. There will always be somebody who's better than you. So the point is, there's no basis for you to worry about what any other person thinks about whether your videos are doing well or not. The thing is, are you achieving your goal for putting the video there? So in my case, and I'm going to show you let me just go back to the original where you have all my videos displayed. You see, I've been experimenting. You see all the videos you're seeing here. You will see that you can see 10 years, from 12 years to 10 years to 9 years. You see that 8 years. Look at how quickly I'm getting to 7 years. So I was never really posting many videos. All this while, you see, 7 years, 7 years, 7 years, 6 years, look at that, 5 years, 4 years. Watch the way it's going to stretch out now. 2 years. Now, the minute you got to 1 year, that was 1 year ago, which was 2021. Watch the way everything changed. Just after the lockdown, or in the middle of the lockdown, I began to do videos on a more frequent basis, literally every other day. And that's the point, every day. 1 year. Look at that, 1 year, 1 year, 1 year. So I was literally doing about 20 to 30 videos every single month. I began to do. Now, the funny thing is, if you want to look at the performance of those videos compared to the performance of, it's a function of time too. But generally, you see that I'm getting much fewer views, and then the content of my videos have completely changed. So I'm not doing so many videos as I used to do before on Excel video. I'm not doing videos that are demonstrating the Excel video software. I'm not doing videos that are talking about farm business ideas like before. I have, my website is a multidisciplinary website. My blog is a multidisciplinary blog. So my YouTube channel is also a multidisciplinary channel. You see, the thing is, I have now brought in other subjects which are closer to my heart, including best practice parenting, domestic violence advocacy, and things like that. And I'm unapologetically featuring them on the channel because my goal is to have them handy, so that whenever I need to make a point to anybody or prove or kind of push a narrative, I just take a URL of the video, right click, copy the link address, and I send it to the person straight away from my phone. I want to have them in a ready to use presentation format. The ideas I have, the thoughts I'm nursing about this subject, because I think it's very important. So I took my channel and turned it to something else. It's almost like a kind of a multidisciplinary store of offerings of information, So, but if you look at the views I've had, okay, let me just go back to those videos I was showing you. So let's go to the next video. This is the Payslip. Okay, still the Payslip generator. That's the software that's used by several companies locally here in Nigeria. And I built it in 2007, and I've maintained it for several clients. They called me. Even I was called into Nigeria, back to Nigeria in February by one of the medium-sized hospitals that use it, so I could come and help them prepare a version of it that they will use to submit some documents to the tax office. So it's a software that's proven itself. But the thing I put it on YouTube, and I've since sold it also. Now look at this one, is my feed formulation handbook, how to correct excess energy content in livestock ration feed formulation video. Look at that, 1070 views, just that, and 4 likes. Yet, believe it or not, the handbook that this video showcases here, because I discussed based on recording actually myself interacting with the PDF handbook, it's sold for 8,000. I've been selling it for 8,000 since 2004, and I continue to sell it. This is the practical livestock feed formulation handbook, very popular. It's sold in a bundle with my Ration formulation software, the one I showed you earlier. Now, the point I'm making is that I put the video up. It's only costing about 1,000 views, but believe me, I've sold that thing. I've lost count. I've been selling it for years. You see, so I'm making money regardless of how many views I'm getting. That's the point I'm making. Regardless of the fact that there are no comments at all, and this thing is selling. Because I'm using multiple platforms. It's not just YouTube. So you need to decide what your own purpose for using YouTube is. Don't let anybody put you under any pressure or make you feel like you're not getting results. Again, it's also a function of time. So how long have you been at it, and how well have you been working at it? That's another thing that determines the results you get. Okay. And by the way, everything I've showed you, I'm actually busy testing concepts. I'm seeing the concept that tends to get a lot of views. The reactions I get, the responses to offers I make, I'm noticing it, and I'm noticing a trend. And that trend is going to determine the content I will put into my YouTube channel going forward. By the time I decide I want to really monetize, I want to get kind of large views and begin to really pursue the access to the partner program. But that'll be later. That's not my priority now. That's the point I'm making. Alright, so there's this video as well. 1,794 views, 1 like. Create a macro to format invoice cash values in any currency. This was an Excel video again, done some years ago. And I said it was part 1 or 2. I can't even remember if I did the part 2. But again, you can see no comments. Okay. So I want to get to the other. There's another video that has large. Okay, this is a video on domestic violence. 292 views, 2 likes, no comments. Okay. And yes, this is a video I did just when was this now? I'm trying to remember. I think it was 2 years ago. I posted this video. I don't know why it's not sure. Okay, this is July 4th, 2021. Okay, it was last year. Okay, so that's 1 year ago, 2 years ago. All right. So this one was March 23rd, 2021. It's a very interesting video. This video is a video in which I tell the story of a gentleman who went away during the lockdown. It was just before the lockdown he came to me. I remember very well. Just the coronavirus pandemic, before the coronavirus pandemic lockdown, we talked. I remember we were still all thinking whether or not the lockdown will happen. And then he was telling me he wanted to buy the product, blah, 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 blah. He went away and came back 10 months later to eventually buy it. So you see the conversation we had there. And this is a product that has been sold to so many people in and out of Africa. So the thing is, again, that this is not even the main video for it, by the way. This is just a video in which I'm telling you a story about the software. The actual software, let me see if I can find it. Okay, I think this is it. Okay, no. I'm able to find it. So finally, I got I wasn't sure why it refused to show up before. I found it. So this is the other video I wanted to show you. This is the other major product I sell. My Excel Visual Basic Poultry Farm Manager. So those are the two key Excel Visual Basic software I sell to farm business owners. Then the Payslip generator is something I sell generally to different businesses. And these are the key applications, the key products, along with the Ration form, the feed formulation handbook that I've been selling for years. Then of course I sell services, web marketing and all of that, which I try to promote using the YouTube channel. But what I'm trying to say is that these are the ones that I have seen massive results coming to me from YouTube, because rather than me having to make money from number of views, instead what I get is that the video, because I put in a call to action, there's my phone number, for the phone number, email address and all of that. The people tend to watch these videos and then contact me about them. There are other videos that have made me sales. I'm going to show you those videos as well. You can see the comments here. Just a few comments. The people who have bought from me are many more than that. Some of the ones here never bought, some did. There are some names I recognize here. So the point I'm making is your goal for using YouTube can be different from the goal that other people have. And there's nothing wrong with that. And you may be getting much better results than some other people who are busy brandishing, likes and all of that. Because the Google royalty system, it is my understanding that it even rewards channel owners depending on the geographical location of the people who are your major viewers. So if you're getting a lot of views from the African continent, you are probably most likely not going to get as much returns in terms of payment royalties as the person who is getting viewership from mostly people in North America, or Europe. So there tends to be higher payments accorded to someone who has a channel that is serving viewers from that part of the world, as against people from Africa. I think the reason should be obvious. So the point I'm making therefore is, some people have a lot of these views but don't make as much money as other people. And then again, how do you build up to the point where you can even monetize your channel? You've still got to meet the minimum, which is the 1,000 subscribers and then 4,000 hours of viewing in the past year or something like that before you can join the partner program. Okay, during that interval when you're building all of that, what do? You beat yourself up on the head. So that's my point, that you can do other things during that interval. Nothing stops you from chasing that goal, but don't make it be all in everything that determines how you feel, how your sense of worth is perceived. And there's an article here which I just deliberately googled it up. I'm not really interested in the YouTube thing. It's not my thing. I'm just posting videos on YouTube. It's like having a storage medium where I'm going to be able to call things up and use them to kind of push certain arguments I want to push in domestic violence advocacy, for instance, best practice parenting, farm business support. I want to have a place where I have the collection of this stuff and I can then use them to make a case for whatever I want to result I want to get. So if you look at the table of contents here, there's join YouTuber program. That's the first one, the partner program. That's the main one people use to make money. Like this, I should show you his story. This young boy, this 9-year-old boy, who was the highest paid for the third year running. Last year, he was the highest paid YouTuber, 29.5 million. He actually just does a kind of he reviews toys. That's what he does. He's an influencer. They call him a child influencer. You can read the story. I'll put the link in the description box. I find it very funny. The entire family is involved with him, doing this thing. So their whole family is serious, and there's nothing wrong with it, of course. I'm just saying that's not where I want to put my own energy. Okay, so So sell your own merchandise. This is where my emphasis on making money using YouTube comes. This is where I am focused mainly. Sell your own merchandise. Now, do you believe it or not, with the work I'm doing on domestic violence, I've actually been approached, even though my channel is so small compared to so many others. I have been approached by prospective sponsors, and I do not even know the basis on which they decide. Maybe they see potential, I don't know. But the YouTube videos I've been doing recently have been a lot focused. Many have been focused on domestic violence against men and advocacy for men's rights. So I've gotten actually, I think, 2 emails now. One of them was actually offering me the opportunity to partner with them, wherein they will give me their products for men, and kind of as a reward if I chose to feature promotional content for their products on my videos. And I'm not really interested in all those things for now. Become an affiliate partner, get your fans to pay you directly, use crowdfunding. Well, this get your fans to pay you directly and this sell your merch, those are the 2 areas I would think are related to what I'm doing right now, and mainly this one, because I'm just using it to draw. You see, what I'm using the YouTube channel to do for the most part is to generate sales leads inquiries. That's basically what I'm using it for, and there's nothing wrong with doing that. In fact, if I look at the kind of sales I make for some of my products, the product I showed you just now, this one, when I sold it generally when I sell it internationally, it's for $200 and above, given the way I started selling it online in 2013. The exchange rate is what had only made me try, and for Nigerians I don't change the price. So for Nigerians the price is 75,000 as always do, and of course I can give discounts and all of that. So the point I'm making is, it's something that I'm very clear about the kind of money I'm making from it. So you can imagine if I can make it at one sale, $75,000 or $200, that's more than enough for me. Some people are busy waiting for the views to add up before they can get that kind of money. And then again, it's happening offline for me. I'm able to get my stuff directly dealing with the client. I have the email address. I'm not waiting for 1,000 people to view my videos before I can get that money. It's just one human being. He watches the video and I can make that kind of money. So if I can get 10 such people to view that video in a month, the sky is potentially my limit. So all I have to do then, take my video link and share it to the appropriate platforms, promote it with my email marketing, and I'm going to be on home free. So that's the kind of thing I'm doing with my own YouTube channel. I'm just trying to share this with you to let you understand that there are many ways to do YouTube. It's not about views and likes alone. Some people will sit down there and they want to do the magic that other people have been doing for 9 years. They want to do it in 1 year. Then they start stressing themselves, thinking they're not getting results. The truth of the matter is that those guys, it took them time. There's a guy called Wodemaya. If you go and check his channel, you see that he had, I think, thousands, maybe hundreds of videos he did before he broke through. And he was doing videos on literally, he was trying all kinds of things while he was in China, doing videos on different subjects, until he decided to come back to Nigeria, to Africa, and begin to focus on looking at diaspora blacks and bringing them to Africa and telling people, oh, if you start something in Africa and you can make it, I want to know your story, blah blah blah. And he began to do that, and suddenly he found out there was a lot of interest. He focused on that, and today he has over 1 million subscribers, if I'm correct, or at least close to 1 million. So the point I'm making is, he didn't just do that overnight. He was telling somebody, he was actually responding to somebody some time ago, I think last year, when I listened to one of his videos, and he was saying, look, go and check, I was doing this thing for years, and sometimes some videos will not even get more than 1 or 2 views. It took me a long time to get where I am today, and that's what people don't want to understand. Some people just want to just get overnight success, just believe it will happen for them. That's not the way it works. That's not the way it works. And then again, like I said, focus your energy on something that can give you results that encourage you to continue. So focus your energy, for instance, on using YouTube to help you get something going for yourself directly on offline. Bring it back to what you're already doing and getting results from. Link it to that first. Then keep the other one as a long-term goal, the YouTube goal. Keep that as a long-term, the YouTube royalty scheme. Keep that as a long-term goal. Don't let it be something that overwhelms you and kind of drowns out your joy and fulfillment because you are not able to get it. You are waiting and wondering when you're going to get your first 1,000 subscribers, and it becomes something that stresses you out. You don't need that. So for me, I have a business I'm running. I have products and services I sell. I continue to earn income literally every day, interacting with my prospects and my clients. Then I use YouTube to kind of support that process. I use YouTube as a selling instrument to market what I'm selling, to the people I want to sell to. So there are several of my clients, my new clients, who had to watch some of my videos in order to take a decision. It didn't matter how many views the video had. The video was communicating something I could do to them, and that was what mattered. So that's what you need to understand. There are several other videos here, but it's the same story I'm trying to tell you. This one, for instance, I have a Kenyan who subscribed, who became one of my trainees in Excel Visual Basic. After watching this video, he said he wanted to learn how to develop Excel Visual Basic software applications like me. When he watched this video, because in this video I did a call to action at the end. I said, if you want to learn how to build an application like this, okay, get in touch with me. And he called me from Kenya, and eventually he paid and he became a member of my Excel Visual Basic club. That's the beauty of it, you know. So the point I'm making is that there are so many ways you can use YouTube. Yes, you can make money from YouTube, from views, but that's one way. But there are other ways, and I think you should explore those other ways, because those other ways allow you to buy the time you need to build up to be able to make money using the partner program, which is the one that most people love. And I don't mind that. I don't blame anybody, because that's passive income, you know. So who wouldn't love to have that? But it takes time to build that up. In the meantime, there are other things you can do which are showcased or featured or discussed in this write-up. Okay, so I'm going to put a link to this write-up, put a link to some of these videos, you know, and let you see what I'm talking about on a more personal level. If you want to study this and study what I've said, please take a look. Now, I will end by saying that even it's not just in video, it's not just in what do you call it? It's not just when you're doing videos on YouTube that you need to understand that you don't have to follow the crowd, you don't have to keep up with those, you don't have to put the same use the same standards for others to judge yourself and your progress. The same thing applies even with blogging. I've seen people who try to talk about, oh, you made a Facebook post, I have 1,000 people liking it, 1,000 people are following me on Facebook. I don't have many people following me on Facebook. I don't have many people liking my posts, but I've made more money than some people who have 5,000 followers on Facebook. Because some people see my stuff on Facebook, contact me, and the next thing I know, they've sent me $150 because they saw the video of one of my products on Facebook. So the point I'm making is, it's not about the number of people. I keep telling people that noise making is not marketing. People don't understand that. It's important that you understand that if you want to get results. Don't be too interested in having noise, having large numbers of people. Sometimes you can get results without having large numbers of people involved. There's what you call silent success. So I was talking here in my blog when I first started blogging in 2012. Okay, and there was this issue. There were some people who would look at my blog and say, hey, nobody's commenting. You should do this, you should do that. I proved it. Today it's no longer an issue. This is the same blog, and this blog is very popular. I have a lot of people who told me that they've been following this blog for years. I have a new client who is a member of my Discover Cotonou club who told me he had read my articles for some 1-2 years before he joined the club. He just called me up and said he was going to go to Benin Republic and he needed to learn from me about this and that and that and that. And I said, well, you have to join the club. And he did. He now started telling me he had been reading so many of my stories about my time in Benin Republic and in Cameroon. I was impressed. Now, he didn't make a single comment. Instead, he picked up his phone and he called me. That's the picture of it. So I said, how far should you go to get comments? That's one. I'll put links to these write-ups. You need to read them because they apply to even YouTube or Facebook as well. It's logic. Don't get bent out of shape thinking you need to fit the mold that other people have tried to create as the standard. Sometimes you can do your own thing your own way and get the results you need. You don't have to aim to succeed the way they are succeeding. They are unique. You are unique. Should you worry about getting blog comments? Like this is the 4-part series I did. That's another one. I had to do it because I was getting all these people challenging me, and I had to do the research. And I found that I didn't follow. These articles I'm putting here, I actually reviewed other people who are also experts at that time. And I asked them, I read their stuff and I saw that they were voicing different opinions. But generally, it was agreed that it did not follow. If you don't have comments, it doesn't mean you're not going to make sales. It doesn't mean you're not doing well. It's not really a measure of the performance of your blog that you're not getting comments. There are some kind of audiences that you may be serving that do not like to post on the public space. That's the kind of audience I serve, for instance. Many of them just come and inbox me. They'll fill the contact form. They'll send me a direct email. They'll send me a phone SMS. They'll call me up. They won't post on the blog. They won't. But they will call me up and then they will send me money, which is better. They post, you get 1,000 people posting and commenting and telling you they love you, and you are replying to them. It's called high maintenance prospects. They're not even clients. And then they don't send you any money. Or you get 5 people, they contact you directly and they're sending you money. Yeah, I prefer the noiseless interface, so that gives me money. So this is the reality that some people do not want to face. They like people to think that they are doing well because of the noise. I'm saying do well Forget about whether people like to think, or whether people are willing to think that you're doing well or not. Forget about that. You do well. That is in your best interest, because then the money is in your pocket. They are thinking you don't have money. You have money. Your success is there. They are thinking you don't have success. You know you have success. What matters is what you think, not what they think. So look at this one here. I said, deciding if your blog needs comments to succeed. 5 questions to ask yourself. I had to do all these at that time because I needed to put the matter to rest. And by the time I did it, I proceeded my blog. This was in 2012. Man, by the time I moved to Benin Republic, I was on fire. And I was posting on the blog. I still didn't get comments. I still did not get comments. But I began to get traffic from Google. I began to get phone calls and emails. That told me that I was on the right path. And from there, sales began to happen. To the point that I got paid 2,500 euros by NGO in Holland. Okay, CTA.int. And the funny thing was, I was referred by a professor in South Africa, who's a Nigerian. Okay, and the thing was, he was seeing my stuff, he was reading my stuff in my blog, receiving my newsletter, he was subscribed to my newsletter. That's how he got to know about my Ration Formulator software. Then he told that company in Holland about me, and that's how they gave me a contract to write a paper on how people were buying my software internationally. Rest is history. So the point is, I do not believe that you need to follow the crowd in order to use internet technology successfully. There are so many different ways to use it, and it's the way that works for you and your audience that you want to serve that matters. It's not what people think. Even the guru, the expert that's succeeding, cannot tell you how to succeed with your own audience. They can give you guidelines, but ultimately you are the one that has to test the market to find out what works for you. This one is your blog productive or just plain busy? Interesting arguments for and against blog comments. All these things, by the time I finished it, I was clear in my mind. I didn't need to worry myself about comments. And so when anybody asks me any questions, like I said, I use these things as storage. I just send the links. Read this thing, man, and don't bother me again. And that's it. So please give this some thoughts. If you are battling with YouTube and trying to decide how you're going to succeed with YouTube, I have said it. I'm using YouTube as a channel through which I'm driving sales leads to myself off YouTube. You see, so I'm getting them to come to me and give me their phone numbers and their email address. Some people are having 1 million views, they don't even know the phone numbers and email address of those people. So they can't even market what they're selling directly to them one-on-one. I would say you should try and do that as well. So I'm saying, if you are looking at making money from YouTube beyond the royalty program that they have, while you are starting, since you are not qualified for that yet, think of using these 7 effective strategies that these people have described in their website, Hootsuite. And then, like I said, the ones that are readily accessible are those ones where you have to do use selling your own product. Okay, that's one that you cannot go wrong with. You have your own product already, you have your own service already. Look at a way to use YouTube to promote that. Okay, when you are doing that, that means you can attract potential clients because you insert a call to action in your messages, in your videos. Once you do that, sales can come, and when sales come, you won't be so stressed out about the fact that you're not yet making royalties on YouTube. Alright, I hope you found it useful. If you have any questions, reach out to me using contact details on your screen. I wish you well.